Power Book 2 Ghost certainly surprised a few with 2-Bit's return in episode 6, but where does this leave his character now that he's been freed from the orange jumpsuit? What's next for him in Power Book 2 Ghost? And could he make the call to fan favourite Tommy Egan? I'm discussing everything 2-Bit related in this video, so welcome back to MovieBot. Let's talk about Power Book 2 Ghost and 2-Bit.
Can't compel me to do shit. No person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself.
You memorized the Fifth Amendment.
Got a lot of time to read in here. Thought I might need it someday.
So hope you're all doing great, and normal service has been resumed this week, starting with this storyline breakdown involving 2-Bit, what to expect from his character in Power Book 2 Ghost. And I'm going to be breaking down key storylines all week long, so if you have any thoughts and comments, then make sure you drop them down below in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button. But let's get started with talking about 2-Bit, and I really wasn't surprised that we saw him because I was expecting him to pop up, and actually wasn't expecting him to pop up so soon though. I thought he may come back maybe around episode 8 or episode 9. But seeing him in episode 6, especially considering it was such a long wait with the mid-season break, it actually gave the episode a much needed lift, and it really did have a similar feels to the original Power series. It really did, especially with that throwback scene that they had with him stealing Ghost's watch, and the general comments that I've read through the last couple of videos, I'd pretty much say that most of them, if not all of them, were impressed with the episode, and 2-Bit coming back was just a bonus, but something that needed to happen. It makes sense for them to release 2-Bit from prison and release him legally. I had a few comments a long time ago saying they would like to see Tommy coming back, breaking 2-Bit out of prison, and as cool as it would have been, I just could never see them doing this, considering Tommy doesn't need any more heat than he already has with Tasha name dropping him in her case, and 2-Bit needed to be released legally so he can join up with Tommy later down the line, and this is what I believed would happen for a long time, and I'm going to stick with my prediction that 2-Bit will move over with Tommy in Power Book 4 Force. And the reason they've had him released in prison so he can join up with him and head over to LA, because what is left for 2-Bit now in New York? There's no Ghost, no Tommy, there's no business in New York. He needs resources, and as smart as 2-Bit is, he really needs a crew. And no doubt about it, 2-Bit is smart. We've heard him mention his SAT score before. The clip that I played for you at the beginning of the video just shows he's no snitch, and he has brains as well. And these characteristics are the characteristics that Tommy loves and what Tommy will need, and I believe 2-Bit can be Tommy's Julio in Power Book 4 Force. But let's remind ourselves about the last conversation and the last moment 2-Bit and Tommy had, so I'm going to play the short clip for you now.
Oh, by the way, I took care of that nigga Dre.
My man, we straight, 2-Bit. You keep your head up in there.
So Tommy and 2-Bit are straight, and 2-Bit isn't no snitch, and now that he's out, there is no doubt that he'll be giving Tommy a call, because he may not know that Tasha's been name dropping Tommy in her case, but he may well find out and give Tommy a call, or maybe Tommy might find out that 2-Bit's out of prison and he might get suspicious that 2-Bit's talked, because there's only one way you get out so suddenly, and that's by snitching. So maybe Tommy might get a little suspicious and he might drop 2-Bit a call, and this is how Tommy could find his way back to New York after speaking to 2-Bit, deal with the situation with Tasha, and then leave to go to LA to set up his spin-off with 2-Bit as his right hand man, because Courtney Kemp has already teased, expect to see Tommy before you see Tommy, and if someone had been saying something that I did that I didn't do in court, then maybe they'd want to speak to them about it. So this right here is why 2-Bit could be out early in episode 6, and that's to set up something like this happening with Tommy returning and them going to LA, because can we really see 2-Bit working with Tariq and staying on Power Book 2 for a long period of time? I can't see this happening. I could be wrong, of course. 2-Bit may well play a major role in Power Book 2 Ghost as well, but I can't see this happening. I think it would be better off if he did go to LA, and you guys have heard me say this before. It just ties Power Book 2 to Power Book 4, and it just ties the whole Power universe together. And with 2-Bit and Tariq, has 2-Bit even met Tariq? No, he hasn't. He only knows Tariq has Ghost's son. I don't think 2-Bit would even be able to put a face to the name, and I had a comment saying Tariq needs a crew of his own and 2-Bit can be his muscle, but I can't see this happening. And what about 2-Bit knowing that Tariq killed Ghost? I don't think he knows that he killed Ghost, but let's play the short clip of 2-Bit and Blanca Rodriguez from the very last episode of the original Power series.
That bitch ass nigga Dre killed Ghost? Come on, fuck out of here.
Tell me what?
Time for me to go back to my cell.
Okay, so 2-Bit definitely knows that Dre wasn't the one who killed Ghost, but does he know that Tariq was the one who shot his own father? The only people that know are Tariq, Tasha and Tommy. Well, Sax and Maclean now as well, but that's only since episode 5, and I don't think Tommy would have told 2-Bit, and even if he did, 2-Bit is no snitch, and I'm sure if 2-Bit doesn't know, then he will find out sooner or later that it was Tariq, and I wonder how he'll actually react to finding out that Tariq was the one who shot his own father. And let's not forget about the fact that Ghost did promise 2-Bit that he'd take care of him and his family, so maybe 2-Bit might come looking for Tariq for his share of the pie. But anyway, Tariq's operation is at Stansfield. 2-Bit can't be rolling up at Stansfield. Being Tariq's muscle, the way Tariq is running his business is perfect right now for him, and it's manageable with Brayden's help. The only reason why we'll see Tariq struggling in the second half of the season to manage everything is because he's taken on 20 credits, he's got Zeke's work to do as well as his own, and the orders are coming in thick and fast through Tariq's Course Correct app. And a quick one for those of you who didn't notice, the reason why Tariq and Brayden are making so much money and why Tariq is being able to play for Davis Maclean is because they're charging triple the normal prices. We heard this in the conversation that Monet was having with Diana when they found out about Course Correct, and this is why Tariq didn't want Diana to tell Monet about the way he works. But with 2-Bit, right at the end of the episode when he was released from prison, I don't know whether they were doing this or foreshadowing something in the future with Ghost's watch, but they focused heavily on this, which was Ghost's watch, and I wonder actually whether this could wind up in Tariq's hands sometime in the future. And if 2-Bit is from Queens like they say he is, then could he even know Monet or Lorenzo? There doesn't have to be a connection there, but there's nobody left alive apart from 2-Bit, and I'm wondering whether he could know of or maybe even heard of them. So I'm wondering if he could know them, and if he does, maybe that's how he gets integrated into the storyline. And I would love 2-Bit and Kane to link up. I don't know how it could happen, but I would just love it for it to happen because we're starting to see Kane's rebellion, which I'm going to go through in a lot more detail in tomorrow's video when I talk about Brayden and Kane and their team up. But with Kane's storyline, it's interesting. A team up with 2-Bit and Tommy is really something I would like to see, but let's see where 2-Bit's storyline goes in Power Book 2 Ghost, if it does go anywhere, because I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't to see 2-Bit until the back end of the season now, but he will be returning, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm glad that 2-Bit's back. It puts a real original power feel to Power Book 2 Ghost, and I hope we see more of him. But personally, this is just my opinion. I want them to set him up with Tommy in Tommy's spin-off for LA. It just makes sense for them to do this. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about 2-Bit's return. Let me know what your opinion is on 2-Bit's storyline and what's next for his character. Could we see 2-Bit playing a major role in Power Book 2, or is this just set up for him to go to Power Book 4 Force and hook up with Tommy? Could Tommy get suspicious of 2-Bit being released so suddenly, and could he hit him up before 2-Bit makes the call to Tommy? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and tomorrow I'm going to be breaking down what we saw from Kane and Brayden in episode 6. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.